Hello! Welcome po muli sa aking channel. Andito na naman po ako para sa pagpapatuloy ng ating talakayan sa algebra. At ngayon, dadako na tayo sa chapter 1. Ang basic algebra. Dito, tatalakayin natin ang laws of algebra, kinds of numbers, exponents, at absolute values. The basic laws of algebra are the associative, cumulative, and distributive laws. They help explain the relationship between number operations and length towards simplifying equations or solving them. Ito ang mga operations na magagamit natin sa mga numbers. Associative, sa addition, at sa multiplication. Cumulative, addition, and multiplication. Identity, addition, and multiplication. Sa inverse, addition, at sa multiplication. Sa distributive, addition, and multiplication. Subtraction and sa division, A minus B is equals to A plus minus B. Na-apply na natin dito yung law sa integers. At sa division, A divide B is equals to A times B r to negative 1, or simply A times 1 over B. Zero product property. P times Q equals to 0, where P is equals to 0 or Q is equals to 0 or both. Proof. If P is equals to 0 or Q is equals to 0, then P times Q is equals to 0. Conversely, dapat ang P natin or ang Q natin ay hindi equals to 0 kasi magiging error yan. For a natural number n and any number a, the nth power is a raised to n is equals to a times a times a times a and so forth, meaning n is a factor. The zeroth power. Any number raised to a zero power is always equals to 1. Kahit anong numero ang erase natin sa zero power is equals to 1 palagi. Negative powers. A raised to negative n is equals to 1 over a raised to n. Kinds of numbers. Natural numbers are 1, 2, 3, and so on. Integers are negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Rational numbers or repeating decimals. A ratio of integers like 1 over 3, 14 over 99, or negative 1/2. Meaning, gaya ng 1 over 3, ang equal niyan ay 0.333333333. Sample siya sa repeating decimals. Real numbers are numbers which have an infinite decimal expansion, like 0.14141414, Complex numbers are those numbers of form z equals x plus iy, where x and y are real numbers. Ito yung kumbaga imaginary number, like I squared is equal to -1. Naging imaginary number to kasi lahat ng integers, mag-positive or negative man yan, pag na-squared natin ito, ang sagot lagi ay positive. Sa kasong ito, -1 yung sagot, kaya ito ay imaginary. Kaya ito ay naayon sa complex numbers. Pumunta naman tayo sa law of exponents. Number 1, a raised to m times a raised to n is equals to a raised to m plus n. Example, a squared times a cubed is equals to, yung a squared ay multiplication ng dalawang a, at yung a cubed naman ay multiplication naman ng tatlong a. Kaya kung puro sila multiplication, meaning 5 na siyang a, kaya equals a to the 5th power. Number 2, a raised to m is raised to n equals a raised to m times n. Halimbawa, a squared raised to cube. Yung dalawang exponent natin ay minultiply. Kaya equals AA times AA times AA is equals to a raised to 6. Number 3, division of exponents. A raised to m divide a raised to n is equals to a raised to m minus n. Halimbawa, a raised to 5 divide a squared equals a minus 2 is equals to a cubed. Number 4, quantity AB raised to m. Ito ay isang halimbawa ng distributive. Halimbawa, quantity AB squared is equals to, same lang siya sa quantity AA times quantity BB. So, equals A squared times B squared. At ang number 5, division distributive. Quantity A over B raised to m is equals to A raised to m over B raised to m. Halimbawa, quantity A over B squared is equals to A squared over B squared. Na-distribute lang siya. The last topic is absolute value. The absolute value or modulus of a real number is the non-negative value without regard to its sign. Kumbaga, palagi siyang positive. Product rule. Power rule. A raised to n is defined. Quotient rule. Providing b is not equal to 0. The triangle inequality. At ayan po, more on definition lang muna tayo sa topic na ito. Madadaanan natin ang mga rule na ito sa mga susunod nating mga topic. At doon natin ipapaliwanag at i-recall ang mga laws na ito sa chapter na ito. Doon na lang natin bibigyan ng halimbawa ang bawat law na ito na talakay natin. At ayan po, diyan po muna nagtatapos ang ating talakayan sa video na ito. At sana nag-enjoy po kayo at may natutunan na naman sa araw na ito. Kita-kita po ulit tayo sa susunod na video. Maraming salamat po. At kung nagustuhan niyo po ang video na to, like and share naman po para sa mga susunod pang video. Huwag pong kalimutang mag-subscribe. Salamat!